Coming to you from Little Rock, Arkansas, welcome to Sips on the Rock with Legacy Wine and Spirits. Join hosts and store owners Johnny Akins and David Bevins, along with product expert extraordinaire Jake Dell, as we chat about booze, news, and other happenings in the wide world of wine and spirits. Now, let's get to sipping.
Heidi ho!
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sips on the Rock. Exciting show today.
We are excited to have Merrick Fagan here from Ciao Baci, everyone's favorite little neighborhood restaurant.
I mean, it's up there for me. My God.
Definitely. Been going there for years. So Merrick is the bartender extraordinaire from Ciao Baci.
Thank you.
And he has come all the way from the Heights today to talk about this new summer cocktail menu I hear about.
Yeah, we've got a new food menu, new cocktail menu.
Nice.
Lots of exciting stuff on both. I might be a little biased, though.
Right, yeah.
You know what? That's a well-deserved bias.
Yeah,
to have there,
yeah, agreed.
Totally founded.
How long have you been at Ciao Baci?
Since last October.
Those that you don't know, though, by the way, Ciao Baci is Beechwood and Kavanaugh, right? Is it Beechwood?
Beechwood and I think that's Woodlawn right there.
Woodlawn,
but it's,
yeah.
it's by the Hillcrest Kroger.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Terrific place, great patio, delicious food, and wonderful cocktails. So, without further ado, back to you.
So I guess, should I go ahead and make the cocktail?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what is it? Let's
talk about it.
Talk about it first, okay. So I have brought a Tom-Kha-Lins. This is a cocktail that I've had an idea about making for a while. Actually, it was a chef was telling me he had been traveling, and I think it was a pho-inspired cocktail that he had, and he mentioned that they used Tanqueray Rangpur, and that was the little click. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'll use Tanqueray Rangpur. It's got that really bright citrusy note.
Yeah.
It's going to make a great backbone for a cocktail inspired by Tom-Kha, the Thai soup.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Lins.
Yeah.
Very cool play on words
I
there.
really love it.
Right on. Is there a matching dish on the summer menu?
The closest thing we have to a matching dish that's on the permanent menu is probably the General Chow's fried tofu.
Right. Love it.
We do have, I don't know if it'll be on tonight, but we have recently had some Thai spice marinated edamame that pair perfectly with this.
Yum.
Really nice. It's one of our small bites.
Right. So just so you know, we're recording on Thursday. This doesn't drop until Tuesday morning.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. You a little
Tuesday.
Unsure about that?
I was.
So if Chef wants to, reintroduce the Thai edamame next week on Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
He knows when to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, very cool.
Well,
All right.
let's talk about let's make
dive
this
in
cocktail
there.
up.
Yeah.
Do we have glasses?
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever had the Rangpur. Not being a gin guy.
Yeah.
I don't get too adventurous.
If I have, it's been a long time.
But so it's a citrus infused.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lime forward.
Yeah. So the Tanqueray Rangpur is made with Rangpur limes, which aren't actually limes. It's a cross between a citron and mandarin orange, I believe.
Oh.
And it has high acidity like a lime, but the flavor is apparently more like a citron than anything else.
Huh.
But the Tanqueray Rangpur gin, very citrus forward gin. And this I have infused with muckroot lime leaves and lemongrass.
Wow. Oh, thanks. Listen to that sound.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
We need to have that on a button.
Right?
I'm mixing it up.
Soundboard that we've never even cracked into.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
They think I play too much around here.
We can't even get the clap button right.
All right.
We're going to have 15 other ones.
Well, it's either A for applause or C for clap. Right? I never can recall.
So, Merrick, I know you've been in the industry for a while. What's your background before you got to Ciao Baci?
I have been around a place or two. I was most recently at Big Orange Midtown, but I'd say I really cut my teeth at Trios. Was there for many years.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I've kind of hoped I would end up at Ciao Baci since I was at Trios.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, what if there was another restaurant in Little Rock that was putting out really killer food and just didn't have a bar program to match, which was
Right.
very much the case when I started at Trios. It was,
Awesome. Well, you know,
Dream
Trios,
come true.
Big Orange, all great establishments.
I'm about to say there's been some really good bartenders come through Big Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Trios isn't really known for their bar per se.
Yeah.
You know, I think of Trios, I think of that the peck salad and the strawberry shortcake.
Well, there's only a handful of restaurants in Little Rock that I consider like a go-to destination for cocktails anyway. So I'm glad that we
Yeah.
can add this to the list.
Yeah.
So,
sure,
by the way, before
Yeah.
y'all drink, nobody's
Okay.
vegan, right?
Nope.
No.
So this is fish salt on the rim.
Oh.
Right.
Fish salt.
Oh, wow.
That is a perfect summer cocktail.
Man,
That's really awesome.
Thank you.
that fish salt is
Oh my
awesome
God.
to balance out the acidity there.
Unfortunately, I did forget to bring my garnishes. It was a little bit of a rush, but
yeah.
if you will imagine just a little sprig of cilantro and a Thai chili.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little heat in there, like nice bright citrus. I mean,
Mhm.
it's lighter on the palate than I would expect.
Yeah.
For it to be.
That
So
lemongrass
creamy
and
looking.
lime leaf really brighten up those flavors.
Mm.
And other than that, I call it time curry rancor. Other than that, it's just cream of coconut and lime juice, and then this
Wow.
fish salt on the rim. Fish sauce is a pretty important ingredient in a lot of Thai food,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
wanted to incorporate that, but maybe do it in a more cocktaily way than just
Right.
putting fish sauce
Right,
in the
right.
cocktail. I did try that in one of the iterations. I think this is a better way to do it in the end.
I've never even heard of fish salt. I would imagine that most of our listeners haven't either.
Yeah.
And in a cocktail, it's very interesting. I've never had anything like it.
That's great.
Well, I think I might have kind of invented it. For the
Oh, yeah.
cocktail.
There you go.
I was talking to Chef and was like, could we dehydrate and evaporate some fish sauce and use that to rim? And he's like, that'll get really intensely
Wow.
umami. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's probably some kind of dry fish thing at Sam's Oriental or Mr. Chin's.
Mhm.
I found, it's just powdered fish with some chilies, and I
Shut
did
up.
mix that
That's
with
crazy.
some kosher salt to tame down the fish.
yeah.
It's very pungent on its own.
Yeah, I bet.
Just kept adding kosher salt and smelling it and tasting it. Little more kosher salt, little more kosher salt.
That's very
Okay,
good.
maybe a lot more kosher salt.
That's awesome. What bartender around town is scouring the Asian market looking for
Right.
garnish?
Right, yeah.
That's
I mean,
Cheers
that is
to you,
a
sir.
great-
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
That's awesome. So these drinks, this new summer menu, cocktail menu is live now.
It is live. Yeah, we've been live for about
Nice.
2 weeks.
Very good.
And this is one of my little proudest brain babies because it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I think
No,
it,
I love it.
it's weird on paper, but when you get it, it's delicious in
It is
summer.
awesome.
Now I know that I know our fan base in Bangkok is going to be all on this.
Yeah.
Our 2 or 3
Y'all will
people
have to
that
let us
friends we have
know
over there.
how it turns out when y'all try this. It's amazing. You will love it.
Yeah.
So, what other cocktails have you guys come up with that
I
are
mean,
going to be on the menu?
there's quite a few on this one. I think one of the kind of very different ones that's a little more classic that I'm proud of is called Delta Blues. And I really like that because it uses 2 products from Arkansas distilleries. The base is the Delta Dirt Sweet Blend.
Figured
Nice.
that's where you're
Which-
going with
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
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 Cool.
So that's the base. And then it also uses the Rocktown Cordials Peach Liqueur, which is also fantastic.
Mhm.
Really great stuff.
I love
I'm
that.
glad they're doing all those cordials these days.
Mhm.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Totally.
They got away from the bottled cocktails. I'm like, let's do some cordials instead.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they do them so well.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. We had Delta Dirt on a few weeks ago, back in June. Cool show. It was a conglomeration show. We had 3 different groups here, so they didn't get full on time with Delta Dirt, so we'll have to have
Yeah.
them back in.
Yeah.
Because great products, and we definitely like to play up the local,
Mhm.
local small owned, in Rocktown, of course.
Yeah.
We need to get Phil from Rocktown on here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We had some guests in this past weekend and made a little stop in Rocktown on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting all the hot spots.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we were downtown. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's our biannual trip downtown.
Yeah.
During the day.
Right. Yeah. So the summer food menu. I know that you're behind the bar most of the time, but you have to see the food coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What's the favorite dish there right now for you?
I am terrible at picking favorites, so I'll pick two.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Please do.
We've got a mahi al pastor, and it is just so light, bright, summery pineapple. We've got a killer guacamole underneath it, and mahi is just such a great light fish.
Yes, it is.
The other one is the barbecue duck leg, and this is this is just, I think, the purest expression of what Chef Jeff does best. Takes Southern comfort cuisine, elevates it. This is a backyard barbecue, but instead of chicken, you have duck. You've got cheesy orzo instead of mac and cheese, some braised greens, and the whole thing's topped with peanuts. And it's a really delicious, rich barbecue sauce.
I'm glad we just ate lunch because that would have made me hungry.
I was say I am here for that. Both of those dishes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Delicious cocktail.
Mhm.
Really, really good. So if if you have not been to Ciao Baci, it is a small bar. You know, it's hard to get a seat at the bar. So,
But
early.
awesome patio though.
Yeah. Now that we're, past a good chunk of the 100-degree days, it'll start getting cooler.
Don't jinx it.
I know. Yeah.
So to say,
They'll end at some point.
Yeah,
I mean,
this particular weekend may be an exception to that.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be out at the Festival of Darkness, just sweating our tails off, I bet.
How far away is that? Is it not
October.
October? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's always October.
Yeah.
But this summer has been hell. I mean, it's been.
Well, and the heat has hit, kind of late this year. I mean, it's nice.
I swear to God, we have to have a pot or a bucket or an episode where we don't talk about the weather.
I know.
And then we empty the bucket
But it's just such an interesting topic because it's been so freaking hot.
Yeah.
So you can probably, just have a, episode where you're not in Arkansas.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We may need
There's a
to.
lot of weather here.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
I think he's saying
It's
that
kind of a hot topic around here.
we need the equivalent of a swear jar.
Yeah.
Right.
So every time we mention the weather, we have to put a
Yeah.
quarter in the bucket.
Yeah. I love
Or
it.
do a shot.
Yeah.
You're talking about the weather a lot. Well, cool. So when does this? I mean, I suppose this menu, your cocktail menu, is going to be running for several more weeks.
Yeah. At least months. I only dropped it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We'll have to run
You
for a
got to
while.
keep the people on their toes.
I'll probably start, thinking about changing it when it starts to cool off.
Close to the fall.
Yeah.
The first time.
Well,
Right.
here in the on the retail side of things, it's all about blurred lines. It's we've already got Oktoberfests in, and everything starts about a month or two early.
We've already put in the pre-order for a Pin Dutch eggnog. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, I was walking through a store the other day and I heard a witch cackling. I looked up and they've already got Halloween stuff out. And I was like, my God, it's still July, folks.
Rachel said she saw it. She was so excited.
A resident little goth girl.
Yeah.
To hell with you, sunshine.
Halloween is one of my favorites, and honestly, probably because it's starting to get cooler.
Yeah.
And so by the time Halloween gets here, I'm so done.
The older I get, the more I love the fall. It used to be all about summer, and I hate being super cold. So the fall's where it's at.
Well, and you've got football.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. And then stout season. Stout season.
Yeah, that's right. There's some important things that start happening in the weather transition.
So we're going to talk about it, even though it's sold out. But we here on the show, we've been talking about origami sake coming for a while now. Still waiting to get Ben in the studio.
Right.
We have tasted it. It is terrific sake.
Yeah,
Arkansas rice, Arkansas water.
They recently, you saw they won fan favorite, People's Choice at a sake competition somewhere.
No,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
Man, they're going to blow the hell up. I mean, it's crazy what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So excited for those guys. But y'all are doing a kind of like an intro dinner.
Yeah. So this is something I pitched several months ago. Ben and Matt Bell, no relation, had been coming through and, just making their presence known, as one does when they're about to, subvert paradigms,
I'm sure they
whatever.
Yeah, they're not getting to take a breath anytime these days.
So they do only have their 2 sakes. So we're doing a couple of other sakes from Mutual Trading Company, which Ben Bell has had a hand in developing their presence in Arkansas. And, you mentioned lots of great bartenders who have come through Big Orange. I had the pleasure of working with Ben Bell, when this was still a twinkle in his eye. So it's really, really cool to see it come to fruition.
It is awesome to see because it's something that he's been working on for,
years.
Forever.
Years.
He's been wanting this to happen for so long, and I'm so proud for him that it's finally come to fruition. So,
yeah, so excited. But so this second dinner that y'all are doing at Ciao Baci, what was the date on it? Not that it matters because it's sold out.
Tuesday, August 8th. You can call and be placed on a wait list if you like, in case we have any cancellations. But yeah, Tuesday, August 8th. And it will be even more sold out by the time this airs.
We're just going to go camp on the patio.
How quickly did it sell out? When did they go on sale?
Yesterday to today.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Notice.
Not even remotely surprised.
But they also are doing another thing at the new museum, the Arkansas Museum of Fine Arts,
which is really cool. We just went and saw that this weekend.
Highly recommend. Get down to the MacArthur Park area and check out our new museum. And it is a world-class museum. It's awesome.
I haven't been yet, but I am excited to go. And I don't have any kids, but if you do have kids, they have a little booklet, little kind of guide that was designed by Matthew Castellano, who moonlights in the Ciao Baci kitchen and also has done some illustrations on our cocktail menu.
Very cool.
Circle.
Everything tracks back to Ciao Baci.
Well, it's in the heart of Hillcrest.
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean, and it's obviously it's got longevity. I mean, I can't. I don't know off the top of my head how many years Ciao Baci's been there.
It has been there forever.
It's
22.
Yeah, I mean, it's a staple.
It is a staple. I mean, I don't think if you've lived here for any amount of time and you've never heard of Ciao Baci, you are under a rock.
You're not getting out of your house.
That's really, really cool. So yeah, museum was great. Very, like we're saying, high quality. I mean, you got your Renoirs and Monets and, all this stuff. Shocking walking in.
I knew it.
I'm going to go into depth. The architecture is beautiful. The little bar restaurant area is beautiful. The museum itself is beautiful. Y'all need to get down there and check it out. Support our local burgeoning new art scene. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're still working on filling the museum up. There were spaces that were still that weren't filled in yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to have the permanent collection, but also a lot of it's going to be rotating.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as museums do.
Right.
As they do. Yeah. Cool stuff, though. Get down there. You know what? Make an afternoon of it. Go to the museum, then stop by the patio at Ciao Baci.
Hey.
And try one of these.
That is a great idea.
Fishing for a job on the Little Rock Tourism Board.
Yeah. Always got to keep my hustle up.
Little art and Ciao Baci. I like that idea. It sounds like a good full day.
Well, so it's really cool hearing you say you invented this fish salt. Is there anything else that you've kind of created in your lab that you're proud of, or something new?
I don't know that I just.
Well, not that you're the first ever, but you know what I mean. Yeah. But anything else that you've kind of tinkered with that you can't get on a shelf,
there's quite a few things. There's a tropical spice syrup that's in cognac and banana tiki drink on this menu.
Cool.
But that's a fairly straightforward thing to throw some star anise and vanilla and some sugar,
right?
But still, it takes thought and creativity to do those things. I mean,
definitely. Now, are you self-taught, or did you go to the bartending school?
Yes and yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
I learned a style of bartending from the bartending school down at the bottom of Cantrell long time ago.
Right.
and that is not the kind of bartending that I do now.
Right. Back when I was working in the service industry, like they said that there was a running joke that, going to the bartending school was like getting your alcoholics license.
Right.
My last name's Fagan. I was born with that.
Right. No, that's really cool. I am super. We've got to make a trip across town to the Baci.
Yeah, we're going to come check out this new menu for sure.
I mean, do they still have the calamari slices, like the big thick pieces of calamari?
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, it's probably one of my favorite dishes in town.
It is. Mine too.
It's not like the little rings. You don't get like little fried squid. I love it stuff. Okay, so want to jump into a little local?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we spoke about the Black Star of Death, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did we speak of that on air or in the office?
I think it was just personally in the office.
So rumor had it that
Here, let me just tell you something that's false, and then
Right.
well, I debunked it as far as Little Rock goes.
Okay, you had seen it was a national thing,
Right. The Black Star of Death had been placed on Bud Light 30 packs at Costco. There were reports coming in from across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I had to go check it out. And Black Star of Death is like on the price tag on the shelf. They'll put a little asterisk.
Yeah,
And like that's going to be discontinued.
Gotcha.
a little code, an
supposedly.
in-house code,
Right.
for what's
Right.
happening to a product, if it's on sale, if it's being DNR'd, as it were.
Right. So
DNR to legacy means do not reorder it.
Yeah.
It is dead.
debunked. There was no Black Star of Death on the Bud Light 30
Right.
packs at Costco on Chenal Parkway in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right.
So
Yeah.
more Costco news. The Costco that was going to go in Northwest Arkansas is not going in Northwest Arkansas at this point in time anyway.
Lowell? Wasn't it going to be Lowell? Yeah.
Lowell, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Huh.
outskirty of Fayetteville, I
Right,
guess.
right.
Yeah.
So anyway, plans fell through. I'm sure they're going to try again.
Yeah.
But as for now,
Don't we know that they don't give up?
they
No, yeah, they're very persistent.
Whether you want it to be there or not, if they want to, it'll eventually.
Yeah. They'll figure out a way.
Have you heard about this new brewery coming to downtown? The
Yes.
Southern Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bark bar brewery, dog friendly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ties in nicely with the canine influenza that's going around.
Oh,
God, what a segue.
no. Look, Debbie Downer. Wah,
Yeah,
wah, wah.
yeah.
Are they going to be opening early in the morning? Because that sounds like a great place to get a little hair of the dog.
Let's hope.
Man, the dog pun
Yeah.
options are endless for like different beer styles. My God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Flying Dog has a bunch of them trademarked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a cool job to just sit there and come up with different beer names.
Yeah.
I like that's like those shower thoughts I have.
Right.
I'm sitting in the shower.
Right.
That'd be a great
Yeah.
Except for you don't have anything to write it down on.
Wow.
These ideas.
name. That in and of itself, shower thoughts. That's a
Yeah.
great beer name for your shower beer.
Right. Right. Any beer can be a shower beer.
Right.
Preferably in a can.
Yeah. I like to live dangerously.
What else is on your?
Oh. Well, I think that's all the local. So what's that? You see that Red Tree?
Yeah.
Red Tree is going to be Coca-Cola's alcohol division.
Oh.
Oh.
So what's Pepsi's like Blue Cloud or whatever,
Yeah.
Blue Star?
Oh, for their hard Mountain Dew or is that
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Red Tree is going to be Coca-Cola's. So
Mm.
I'm sure they're coming out with RTDs soon because there's not enough RTDs in the world.
Well, if you have any kind of brand recognition on any beverage ever made, why not put out an alcohol version now? Because that's what
Why
everybody's
not?
doing.
And geared towards children.
Yeah.
Well, so what? That doesn't is it Jim Beam or no? It's probably not Jack and Coke. It's probably Jack and Cola. Like, what's the name?
No,
of
it's
that?
Jack and Coke
Coke.
now.
It's Jack and Coke.
They got, struck a deal, and they, Jack and Coke and even Jack and Coke Zero.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Front row.
I'm sure they had to pay
They're
a
going
pretty
to be
penny.
making their own Jack and Coke.
Who, Jack Daniels?
No, Coke.
Oh, right. Okay. Now they'll do their own.
Right.
But still, I mean,
Coke
even
and Jack.
Coca-Cola wouldn't be able to, have a bourbon or a whiskey that, has the same kind of, that's the number one call drink in the world, right?
Jack
They
and
say
Coke.
Jack and Coke. Yeah. So whatever they could come up with and Coke, I don't think would be as popular as
Right.
Jack and Coke.
That's probably like second to margarita or something.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Jack and Coke. Sure, you don't get a lot of call for that at your bar.
We get Jack and
bet-
Diet Coke.
I bet.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I
Yeah.
bet there's probably still a lot of people that that's
Yeah.
their go-to.
There's so many options out there, especially when you've got a talented bartender that devises their own fish salt.
The Scotch list at
Right.
Ciao Baci has always been one of my favorite. I mean, it's just has some of the best. My favorite, being able to get a pour of Lagavulin and Lefroy quarter cask back when you could get that.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
we do not currently have any of the
Yeah. Don't be telling lies on this show.
Don't get people's hopes up. We do still have a bottle of chartreuse that was there
Oh, wow.
from before I started.
Oh,
Wow.
Hold on to that
yeah, I was
thing.
about to say. I wouldn't put that on your cocktail menu.
I very specifically have not. Yeah.
That is a shame. We've actually talked about that here on the show before.
Yeah.
How chartreuse is wint.
Yeah.
Wint. So we also have spoken about the Murdow murders over in South Carolina. a
It
little
was
bit.
something new happening.
Yeah.
Murdoch.
So
I forgot about this.
Yeah, I was
Watch that documentary.
every single second. It was like I was glued to it. So interesting.
I'm sure that some of our more astute listeners did their own research and listened to news last week. This is last week's news. I'm sorry, y'all. But let's say,
Well, I haven't heard it yet. So
so the liquor store that sold the kid the liquor is getting sued for they're having to pay $15 million to the girl's family that died in the boating accident for selling to an underage person. So people downstairs, hey,
yeah, right.
be carding. Yeah, they're liable to the tune of $15 million
Yeah.
to the family just for underage selling.
Well, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, they bit the bullet on that one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You're
it's
tasked with, that's one of the
That's one of the
main things as a liquor store. is
Like
you
literally,
cannot do.
when we initially got our first permit, when we walked on the ABC, they said, "Pay your taxes and don't sell to minors." Any questions? Okay. Goodbye.
that is because every store owner has to go to a liquor class, and that's exactly what they said.
That's
Yeah.
literally verbatim. I mean,
Wow.
like thought you were gonna be sitting in the classroom, learning something, and they were like, "There's your two things you need to know."
Couldn't this have been an email?
Right.
We talked about Coca-Cola coming out with a new company. Obviously, there's going to be RTDs.
Chew that ice a little closer.
Oh, so sorry. Bad habit.
I'm surprised it wasn't me.
But so the TTB, which does all the label approving across the nation for new
Mhm.
products before they can come to the market, 178.4 thousand new labels coming our way.
Wow.
Where are we gonna put them?
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, obviously, Arkansas is a smaller market. We probably
won't see all of
these. All of them we will never see.
Yeah,
Some will
right.
fizzle before they even make it across
Right,
our
to the- to
border.
That's, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's slightly up, but that's not an outrageous number
It's
of
not an
labels
outlier,
for them to
yeah.
approve.
That's certainly something that hasn't happened before, or as far as like a product coming into the market and people are all gung ho, they want it and they can't get it here. And by the time it even gets around to us, it's gone. I mean, like these RTDs, sometimes they can come and go as fast as
Yeah.
I mean,
One order.
yeah, fine,
In one order. If yours isn't selling after the first order, there's 10 other things that'll be
Right.
outselling you and get lost in the shuffle. I wonder how many of those are beers.
Yeah.
Gotta be a lot of beers.
I would imagine so.
I mean, that's inclusive of, variants of already existing
Right,
things.
right.
You know, something
Yeah.
goes light or low-cal.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just it's the whole gamut of
New
things, not
fruit
just
flavor.
absolutely
Right.
new
Brand new,
product.
yeah.
line. But yeah, you know, it's a crazy world we live in.
It is.
Can't get scotches, but you know, RTDs.
But if you want hard Sunny D,
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got a hard Sunny D all day.
Yeah, which is not bad.
Yeah, it is actually pretty
I
good.
tried one and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, not gonna lie, we keep it by the pool.
you know what? Yeah, not as bad as I thought it was.
No.
I'm not a Sunny D drinker, never have been. But yeah, you know,
I think the last time I had Sunny D was probably 10 years before I
Yeah,
was
right,
yeah.
legal to drink
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Right.
some years ago, we were keeping the nephew, and like he asked for orange juice. I poured him orange juice. He's like, "No, I want the soft orange juice."
The soft,
The
one.
soft orange.
Yeah, Sunny D.
Yeah. None of this real orange stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that.
Well, we've hit our time limit for the day, but Merrick, it was really awesome having you on today.
Yeah, thanks so
thank you all
much
so
for
much for
coming.
having me.
Learned a lot. We will definitely be by Ciao Baci to check out that menu.
And so should y'all.
Yep.
And my guess would be when we post this is that we will have some sort of link to. Is that the menu online anywhere? Is it on Ciao Baci's page? Or?
It should be.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that we get.
And I'll
the
try
word
and get
spread.
the cocktail menu up there too.
Okay. That's what I was asking about. Right? Yeah,
Food menu should be up there.
Right.
You know what? Or you listeners can just be adventurous
Yeah.
and go to the dang
Venture
restaurant.
out there and
Yeah. Pick up a menu and read it.
Right.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you all
We
so much for having
appreciate
me.
your
Appreciate your
delicious
time.
cocktail.
Yeah.
And to everybody else, thanks for listening. Keep on tipping.
Later.
Bye.
Remember to subscribe to our podcast, Sips on the Rock, and like us on all the socials to keep up with what's new in the wide world of alcohol. Shop LegacyLR.com for curbside pickup or local delivery. Remember, for better service and better selection, shop local. Please enjoy responsibly. Cheers.